Will Taylor Swift be part of Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show? A deep dive into the possibility and Patrick Mahomes' advice. The Super Bowl is one of the most anticipated events of the year, where sports, entertainment, and pop culture collide. For many, the game is just one part of the spectacle. The halftime show, filled with show-stopping performances, steals the spotlight. This year, the excitement has reached new heights as the question on everyone's lips is whether Taylor Swift, the pop sensation who's made waves in the sports world through her relationship with Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce, might be a part of Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl 59 halftime show. With Lamar's announcement as the headline act, fans quickly began speculating whether Swift might join him on stage, especially given their past collaboration on the remix of Bad Blood back in 2015. The connection between the two artists was further solidified at the recent Grammys, where Swift was seen cheering Lamar on as he took home 5 awards, dancing along to his performance of Not Like Us. The chemistry between them is undeniable, and now, fans are eager to see if that chemistry will play out in front of millions at the biggest sporting event of the year. But there's more to the story than just speculation. Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs' star quarterback and Kelce's teammate, weighed in on the situation, offering some surprising insights and advice. Mahomes, who's well-versed in Super Bowl pressure, doesn't think Swift's surprise performance will happen, citing the challenges of balancing personal life with such a high-profile event. So, will Taylor Swift be part of Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show? And what does Patrick Mahomes think about it all? Let's break it down, from the stars' connections to the logistics of the Super Bowl stage, and explore the factors that might just make or break the surprise performance. Taylor Swift and Kendrick Lamar. The past collaborations. To understand the possibility of a collaboration between Swift and Lamar at the Super Bowl, we must first look at their history together. In 2015, Swift and Lamar teamed up for the remix of Swift's hit song Bad Blood. The collaboration was a massive success, and it marked one of the most unexpected yet well-received pairings in pop music history. Their chemistry on the track was undeniable, and it sparked rumors that the two might work together again in the future. Flash forward to 2025, and the idea of them sharing the stage during one of the most watched performances in the world doesn't seem as far-fetched as it once did. At the 2025 Grammys, Lamar and Swift's connection became even more apparent. As Lamar accepted his 5 Grammy wins, Swift was seen cheering him on in the crowd, standing and applauding with enthusiasm every time his name was called. Not only that, but she was visibly enjoying his performance of Not Like Us, dancing along with the crowd. It was a clear show of support and camaraderie between the two superstars, fueling the growing speculation that they might team up again, but this time on the Super Bowl stage, the Super Bowl halftime show. A stage for surprises. One of the most exciting things about the Super Bowl halftime show is the element of surprise. In recent years, surprise guest appearances have become a hallmark of the event. Fans were blown away in Super Bowl 50 when Beyoncé and Bruno Mars joined Coldplay during their halftime performance, a collaboration that no one saw coming. That moment left fans wondering if there might be another surprise up the NFL's sleeve for the 2025 show. The NFL has a history of keeping major details under wraps until the big moment. And given the secrecy that surrounds Super Bowl halftime shows, it's entirely possible that we could see Taylor Swift appear as a surprise guest during Kendrick Lamar's performance. The NFL has kept such secrets in the past, and while there are no official reports confirming Swift's involvement, the possibility remains tantalizing. However, there's a big difference between the spectacle of a surprise guest appearance and the logistics involved in pulling it off, especially when one of the artists in question is as high profile as Taylor Swift. Let's take a closer look at the factors that could make or prevent Swift from joining Lamar on stage. Patrick Mahomes' take on the situation as fans continue to speculate about the potential for a Swift-Lamar Super Bowl duet. Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes, who is no stranger to the pressures of playing in the big game, shared his thoughts on the situation. Mahomes, who has become a central figure in the Chiefs' Super Bowl storylines, doesn't think that Swift will take the stage at halftime. He pointed out the obvious challenge. As long as Travis Kelce, Swift's boyfriend, is playing in the Super Bowl, it would be difficult for her to focus on anything else, let alone performing at the halftime show. As long as Trav is playing and we're in the Super Bowl, it will be tough for her to perform during the halftime show, Mahomes said. He made it clear that while Swift might be in the stands cheering for Kelce, it would be hard for her to tear herself away from the game to prepare for a performance. In other words, the reality of balancing personal life with the intense focus required for a Super Bowl performance might be more complicated than it appears. Swift is known for being a devoted supporter of her boyfriend and regularly attends Chiefs games, often celebrating victories with Kelce's family and friends. With the Super Bowl being such a monumental event, it's unlikely that she would be able to pull off a surprise performance without compromising her focus on the game and Kelce's performance. Swift's potential for a Super Bowl performance, her own show? While the idea of Taylor Swift appearing alongside Kendrick Lamar sounds exciting, there's another important aspect to consider: Swift's own Super Bowl aspirations. Swift has yet to headline a Super Bowl halftime show, and it's likely that if she were to perform, she would prefer to have her own dedicated show rather than being a guest performer. Swift's career has seen her evolve from country music darling to pop superstar, and she's built a reputation for being an artist who takes full control of her performances. It's possible that she might want to save a Super Bowl halftime show performance for herself, giving her the chance to showcase her own hits and style to the world without sharing the spotlight with another artist. Swift were to join Kendrick Lamar, it would be a huge moment, but it might not be the moment that she envisions for herself. After all, performing at the Super Bowl is a milestone that many artists dream of, and Swift might prefer to take on the challenge solo when the time comes. The NFL's approach to halftime shows. Another factor to consider is the NFL's approach to halftime performances. The NFL has become increasingly selective about the artists it chooses to headline the Super Bowl halftime show, looking for performers who can appeal to a broad audience and deliver a memorable show. With Kendrick Lamar already locked in as the headliner, the NFL might prefer to keep the focus on him and not overshadow his performance with a guest appearance, even from an artist as huge as Taylor Swift. On the other hand, the NFL has a history of incorporating surprise performances into the mix, so it's not entirely out of the question that Swift could appear, perhaps as a guest to perform Bad Blood with Lamar, or even for a brief cameo. Given her immense popularity and connection to Kelce, there could be a way to work her into the performance without overshadowing the primary act. Will we see Taylor Swift perform at the Super Bowl? The short answer is, it's unlikely. While it's entirely possible that Taylor Swift could make a surprise appearance during Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show, there are several factors that suggest it won't happen. Patrick Mahomes' comments about Swift's focus on the game and her relationship with Kelce point to the challenges she would face in balancing her personal life with the pressures of performing during such an iconic moment. Additionally, Swift's desire to have her own Super Bowl halftime show and the NFL's focus on Kendrick Lamar as the headliner make it seem less likely that she'll join the performance. Still, with the NFL's penchant for surprises, there's always the chance that Swift might make an unexpected appearance, just like Beyoncé and Bruno Mars did in Super Bowl 50. As the countdown to Super Bowl 59 continues, fans around the world are eagerly awaiting what promises to be an unforgettable halftime show. While the rumors about Taylor Swift joining Kendrick Lamar on stage have captivated the imagination of fans, the reality of her performance, if it happens at all, remains uncertain. Patrick Mahomes' insights suggest that it might be too much of a challenge for Swift to perform during the game, especially given her commitment to supporting her boyfriend Travis Kelce. But as we've seen in past Super Bowl halftime shows, surprises are always a possibility, and the NFL is known for keeping secrets until the very last moment. So, whether or not Swift takes the stage with Lamar, one thing is for sure: Super Bowl 59 is bound to be an event we'll never forget. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the possibilities surrounding Taylor Swift's involvement in Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates and insights as we continue to follow the biggest stories in sports and entertainment.